All right, we're at 45-31 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Corey Moore slowly brings it up, gives it up. Moore shaking and baking, drives, leans over to defender, draws the foul. He'll shoot two, and they'll say the foul's on Amir Jackson. Corey Moore will go back to the line to shoot. Just like that, it's back to a 16-point advantage, DC Heat.
Mr. Willis with another three. He scored one in the first period, so he's very consistent. He's good for a 3 a quarter. The shot never hit the rim.
Elijah Moore goes around the screen right.
A total of 8 for the game. A total of 8 for the game. Showing why he's a starter.
Elijah Moore with a little runner. Count it.
Trusted partner in real estate and property management in the Triangle for over a century. As a family-owned business, we prioritize building lasting relationships, supporting our community, and providing exceptional service with integrity. Whether you're buying, leasing, managing...
seafoodandsoulfood.com to learn more and place your order today.
Welcome back. Cutherfordson Middle School. Petey Norris, Tony Barnett here. 57-38, the DC Heat's controlled since the 10-minute mark in the first quarter. They trailed early 4 to nothing over the Cavaliers. But then they started shooting threes, and there's been raining threes all night for the DC Heat.
Probably one of the better three-point shooters I've seen in semi-pro basketball. I think any definitely was needed.
57-40, Felder spinning. We got a whistle.
Foul was on the floor. From the time the referee hands you the ball on a free throw, and no good. Easy rebound as the Cavs were all behind him. .58-43, and the Heat. Willis took the shot and looked over to his bench and gave the guys the three-finger high. Long shot off the rim by the Cavs. Rebound by DC.
Willis pushes it in front court to Jabby. Back out with 17 on the shot clock. Willis hands it over to Lewis. Eight on the shot clock. Jabby driving, gives it up in the Cavs. Mormon with the ball. Williams over to Ryan for three. A lot of heat here inside the gym. DC Heat and Petersburg Cavaliers. Jabby makes the first, and Lundy checks in. Jabby picking up the foul. Jabby picking up the foul. As Deshaun Mormon with to the line. Worley checks in.
Mormon has been nothing short of a workhorse, for Petersburg. For Petersburg. In the game, quite adamant that it was a jump ball. The ref game, quite adamant that it was a jump ball. The referee had already said so. Two players about the same height.
Jabby, 2 quick fouls as Lundy is the recipient of the free throws. Timeouts from Waxhaw, North Carolina in the Northern Conference Championship.
At Pivot Physical Therapy, we don't just treat injuries, we transform lives. Our expert therapists are passionate about the way. Don't settle for limits. Pivot toward a stronger, healthier you. Visit Pivot Physical Therapy. Visit pivotphysicaltherapy.com today and take the first step toward therapy.com today and take the first step toward your comeback.
Welcome back to Culberson Middle School. The home of the Cavaliers. The Petersburg Cavaliers trail 60. Double clutches, goes up, and that's the end of the first half. 67-51 after 2 quarters played in the North.
Occasion. Empire Eats Catering is your partner in creating exceptional moments. Visit empireeatscatering.com today to start planning. empireeatscatering.com today to start planning your next event with us.
Unlock your full potential with cutting-edge techniques and a personalized approach. We're here to guide you every step of the way. Don't settle for limits. Pivot toward a stronger, healthier you. Visit pivotphysicaltherapy.com today and take the first step toward your comeback. We prioritize building lasting relationships, supporting our community, and providing exceptional service with integrity. Whether you're buying, leasing, managing, or investing, York Properties is your dedicated partner every step of the way. Experience York. Visit yorkproperties.com to learn more.
Discover the joy of handcrafted perfection at Lumpy's Ice Cream. Each scoop is made with the finest, freshest ingredients, bringing you flavors that are bold, rich, and unforgettable. From classic favorites to unique creations, every bite is a celebration of quality and care. Whether you're treating yourself or creating memories with loved ones, Lumpy's is where smiles are made. Order your favorite flavors today at lumpysicecream.square.site and experience ice cream the way it should be.
At TFSNC, we are dedicated to transforming lives and strengthening communities across North Carolina. Through comprehensive support, education, and empowerment programs, we equip individuals and families with the tools they need to overcome challenges and achieve lasting success. We're breaking down barriers, creating opportunities, and building brighter futures. Join us at tfsnc.org and be a part of the change today. At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we're committed to providing exceptional dental care for patients of all ages in a warm, welcoming environment. From preventive cleanings to advanced restorative and cosmetic treatments, our experienced team is here to help you achieve a healthy, confident smile. We combine state-of-the-art technology with a personalized approach, ensuring your comfort and care come first. Visit cardinalfamilydentistry.com today.
Broadcast to social, print to digital, coast to coast, remote or on-site, 412 Communications has the solution to bridge your team with your audience. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
At 5M Properties, we make your real estate dreams a reality. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, our team is committed to providing personalized solutions and expert guidance every step of the way. We specialize in connecting you with properties that fit your vision, budget, and lifestyle. With 5 million properties, it's more than a transaction. It's about building trust and lasting relationships. Visit 5mproperties.biz today to find your perfect property or partner with us to sell your home.
Style Street Barbers isn't just a barbershop, it's where craftsmanship meets individuality. Our team of expert barbers is dedicated to delivering precision cuts, modern styles, and sharp shaves that bring out your best. We combine timeless techniques with the latest trends to ensure every detail to your unique personality. At Style Street Barbers, we don't just cut hair, we create confidence. The next level.
Welcome back to Cutlerberson Middle School, the home of the Cavaliers. The Petersburg Cavaliers trail the DC Heat in the Northern Conference Championship 67-51. Cavaliers jump out to a 4-0 lead in the first quarter at the media timeout. The DC Heat took the lead back 16-10. At the end of one, they held a 17-point lead, 33-16. They come out and hit a deuce and a three to open it up to a 16-point lead, 37-21. And now they lead after two by 16, 67-51. Tony, you got some unofficial box scores through the first half?
Yes. The Petersburg Cavaliers, Anthony Lundy, 2 points in the second quarter for a total of 2. Deshaun Mormon, the heavy hitter scorer for the Cavs, 3 points in the first, but he had 16 points in the second quarter, giving a total of 19. Elijah Moore, he hit 7 in the second, giving him a big total of 16 points for the game. Gage Yesbick scored 1 point only in the first quarter, none in the second. And Walter Williams came up with 5 points in the second, giving him 5 for the game. And Kyrie Ryan stepped up to the plate, hit a 3 in the second quarter for the Cavs. And as far as the DC Heat, scoring just about everywhere. Miles Lewis hit 8 in the second quarter, giving him 10 for the game. Marcin Haskins scored 2 in the second quarter, giving him 2. Zachary Collins, he hit 8 in the second and had 2 in the first, giving him 10. Ricardo Ross did not score at all in the second, but had 6 in the first quarter. Tariq Felder hit 1 out of 2 free throws, giving him 3 points for the game and 1 for the quarter. Khalil Jabby did work on the free throw line, hitting 4 of 4 free throws and giving him 4 points. As far as Elijah Willis, he scored 6 points in the second, 3 in the first, giving him 9. And Corey Moore came a little bit more awake in the second quarter as he hit a 3 and hit 1 of his 2 free throws to give him 5 for the quarter and 8 total. That rounds out the scoring, Petey, for both teams.
67-51, like you said, it's been all the contributors for the DC Heat, minus the, Corey Moore show we expected in this game, but with Corey Moore, we know he can do it. He's the quarterback for this team. The head point guard is, but it's nice to see the big man, Elijah Moore, for the Cavaliers. In the first quarter, he led the way for the Cavaliers, and we are underway in the second half. The Cavaliers come out, and Crump Daddy hits the first big long two.
So Crump gets on the scoreboard finally in the third quarter with the first shot of the third quarter.
We got a turnover. Same way it started in the first half for the DC Heat. It started that way here in the second half. 2 quick turnovers.
Foul on Worley, his first. The team's first of the third quarter, as Isaiah Thompson will go to the free throw line, and
it's Raymond Wright.
Raymond Wright hits the free throw.
Makes both of the free throws for the Cavaliers. They on a 4-0 run to start the second. DC Heat. Felder for 3. No. Long rebound, Corey Moore to the corner. 20 on the shot. 3 possessions, 3 turnovers. Cavs. Crump.
Home. As the DC Heat will inbound the ball.
We'll come into Felder. Felder pulls it back out.
Worley gets on the scoreboard in this second half, third quarter. He's got 3.
Elijah Moore's baseline was cut off by Lewis. Lewis with numbers, drops it off. 3 on the way, air ball, and Corey Moore chases down the ball. Out to Lewis. Willis for 3. Pop. Front of the iron. Crump. One to take that 3. Goes inside, stops, pops, and big stop by Willis. Reverse layup, you can count it all day for the Heat as Worley with 5 straight points in quarter number 3. 72 to 55, a 17-point lead. Long 3. And Raymond Wright stepped on the baseline. It'll be DC Heat's ball. 9:56 left, third quarter.
Jordan Crump putting a little full court pressure on Corey Moore. Doesn't seem to prevail very well.
Screens out top and getting a steal and a two-handed slam the other way for the Cavaliers. Deshaun Moore pack in the second quarter for the Cavs, but a 3 by Willis will extend the lead. 75 to 57. And the 3.
Back-to-back threes. Mormon still doing his thing. High score for the game. Corey Moore shows his versatility as he just goes in for the finger roll right down the middle of the lane with ease.
77-60. Crump with a little 15-footer off the elbow.
Crump
to a 15-point lead. Lewis looking back door, nothing was there. Felder going around the screen, looking for Worley. Finds Moore all alone for the baseline, cash money.
Moore showing his versatility. He scored a 3 in every quarter so far.
80 to 62. Crump for 3, wraps around the rim. Worley with a rebound. Elijah Moore, right, shots blocked. Big block by the Heat. Nothing but white jerseys underneath. Wayman Wright fighting, staying with it, and we have a whistle. And picking up the foul. It's going to be on the DC Heat. Let's say it's on Corey Moore. 7:38 left, 20-point lead.
Petersburg Cavs 3 offensive rebounds.
Crump with 2 threes in the quarter. He's fighting with his team down by 17.
Crump 2 threes.
But if you leave Felder wide open for a layup, he extends the lead back to 19.
Almost every time Petersburg does something, DC comes right back. Elijah Moore with a miss. Rebound by the Heat. Long 3. Hits the front of the rim. No
Chases
good.
down his rebound and loses it at Wayman Wright. Elijah Moore finds the trail in. Right behind him with wide open was Walter Williams for 2. 84-69, 6:41 left. Back to a 15-point lead. Correction, 16-point.
Long 3. No good.
Brush off the
Rebound.
iron, nothing but black jerseys underneath. Crump gets the pass off his fingertips and stays right with the Cavaliers. DC Heat making a line change. As Willis will have a seat for the DC Heat. 6:22 left here in the third quarter, 84-69. The Cavaliers second to last in average of points per game at 103. DC Heat averages 126. They're second in the ECBL. Long 3 by Wright is no good. As Haskins checks in for Felder.
Petersburg Cavs, they're still running the court. They're shooting the ball. They're playing as best defense as they can at this point.
Crump gets beat by Moore. Driving. Pushes it out. Wide open 3. No. Right with the rebound. Right in the right spot for the Cavaliers. Williams. Trying to get some separation. Finds Mormon. With 10 on the shot clock. Mormon guarded tightly by Haskins. Steps in. Long mid-range. No. Lewis with the rebound for the Heat. 84-69, 5:31. Corey Moore for 3. Long rebound, Elijah Moore, and he is fouled by Haskins. Officials could have let him play through. We got him. Collins will be answering his players. They come to the bench. Media timeout, 84-69. 5:26 left from Waxhaw. We'll return.
At York Properties, we have been a trusted partner in real estate and property management in the Triangle for over a century. As a family-owned business, we prioritize building lasting relationships, supporting our community, and providing exceptional service with integrity. Whether you're buying, leasing, managing, or investing, York Properties is your dedicated partner every step of the way. Experience York. Visit yorkproperties.com to learn more. TFSNC, we are dedicated to transforming lives and strengthening communities across North Carolina. Through comprehensive support, education,
To Collins, finds Javi. 5:05 left. Driving, tries to draw the foul, little high kiss off the window, and you can count it all day for Jabby.
Jabby gets on the scoreboard for the third quarter. Here comes Crump. One thing about the Cavs, they've got some fight in them. They're not going to give up, but they've got their work cut out for them as the DC Heat have a lead, but it's not insurmountable.
And they'll say the ball is right off.
17 points difference between the Cavs and the DC Heat. It's not insurmountable because we have another quarter to go. They're going to have to step up on the defense.
Jabby looking to take Crump baseline and spin around. No help from the rim, and Williams with the big rebound. 4:15 left, third quarter. Crump guarded tightly by Jabby. Goes around the screen by Yesbeck. Ryan driving, hits the floor and gets the bucket.
Ryan come off the bench as a spark plug.
15-point deficit Cavs. But this is exactly what we saw in the first half with this rotation in for the DC Heat. The Cavs got it within 12, and then the subs came back in. Yesbeck hands it off to Williams. Man on the floor in the back. Williams coast to coast, picks up 2. We're down to a 13-point deficit for the Cavs. They trailed it by as many as 20. Ross looking for an answer. Stop the bleeding, and Ross will head to the line to shoot 2. 13-point deficit, 86-73, 3:27 left here in quarter number 3. So Coach Will McLaughlin talking with his players with the championship in the horizon for the DC Heat. Definitely want to get as much rest as you can. With a win today, DC Heat will be hosting the championship next week at Bowie State in Bowie, Maryland. They'll play the winner of the Southern Conference Championship. And that's next, the Carolina Thunder and the Queen City Vipers. He makes both free throws. Ross with 2 points here in the quarter. Williams hands it off to Crump. Looking inside to Yesbeck. Yesbeck gets it on the mismatch. Spin, switches hands, kiss off the window. No, but right. Walter Williams right there to clean it up. We got back to a 13-point lead.
I think the closest they've come in the second half has been 12 points, and that's not going to help them at all.
And Ross gets 2 more. It's been a 4-0 Ross run, 90-75.
Petersburg, a few mental errors for DC, but they've got such a lead they can afford them. Okay, Petersburg's going to have to play a near-perfect game in the fourth quarter and the remainder of this quarter and stop the Heat from scoring.
Collins taking Elijah more and more, picking up the foul.
So that'll be Elijah's second, as he put a little bit too much body, picked up the foul.
Ross finds Collins with 19 on the shot clock. Collins driving, and we have another
Picks
foul.
up another foul as he used
Elijah Moore, that's his second. It's his second back-to-back, his third on the game.
So Elijah they'll go against him again. See what happens this time. In the first quarter, and looks to me like it might be the same.
He makes the second.
So he's at 50% on his
11-point lead. The Cavs with a chance to get within single digits, but
playing for the last shot. They don't want the Heat to get the ball back. Double team turnover. Here come the Heat, and they do score.
Ross gets the dunk and back to a 13-point lead. Shot gets off. You're looking for a foul. The foul wasn't there. We're gonna
To find your perfect property or
11 seconds off. 11 seconds off the clock here.
Petersburg Cavs had a chance late in the third quarter to get it down to 11. They were playing for the last shot, and they turned it over. Gave the DC Heat the ball. And they scored an easy 2 on the layup.
Anthony Lundy to the line to shoot 2.
This could definitely help matters if Lundy can sink these 2. Try to get it down to 11.
No one down low, but Heat players. Haskins finds Ross. Now to Felder. Felder driving. High arching shot. Crump with a rebound. 11:21 left. Ryan. They'll get the ball across the timeline just in time. Ryan with 13. One this shot. Yesbeck on the mismatch. And we have a whistle. And Ross will be flagged for the foul, on a blocking foul. 11:04 left, fourth quarter, 12-point lead. Ryan crossing 11-minute mark with the ball. Finds Crump for 3. Too hard. Lundy with the rebound. Lundy misses the layup. Volleying and coming out with it, Ryan. Yesbeck with 24 on the shot clock. Ryan from the corner, no. Wright goes up and a foul. He'll shoot 2. Multiple opportunities. You can see Lewis checking back in at the table for the DC Heat. Corey Moore still resting on the bench. And get within 10 points with the 2 made free throws, and he makes the first.
Wright relatively quiet in the second half as he made both his free throws, so he's a good free throw shooter so far for the game.
Ross exited.
I don't think we've seen the last of Corey Moore. I think the coach is resting him. Doesn't want to overwork him.
Felder is fouled by Lundy.
Okay, both teams kind of getting
You see
argumentative.
Lundy and Haskins lip boxing at the top of the key. Felder looking to drive on Lundy. Drives, kicks it to the corner. 3 buckets. Collins for the big 3. 97-83.
What he was saying, so Crump will shoot the free throws. What he was saying, so Crump will shoot the free throws. I'm presuming that Zespic's free throws, none of them were both missed.
97-86. And it's getting heated here inside Cuthbertson Middle School. Shot in this corner.
Tariq
Shot in this corner.
Tariq Felder is on the line. I mentioned earlier he attended Lewisburg College in Lewisburg, North Carolina. One of the only junior college in North Carolina that has on-campus housing. Just a little tidbit of information there for the viewers as he makes both of them. With that
99-84, 15-point lead. Ball is taken straight out of his arms by Collins as Williams was going up. Felder finds Collins. He'll get separation and put up a 3. Nice look. Lewis with the rebound. Reset the shot clock to 24.
as long as the ball hits the rim, it'll
Jabby.
be a reset.
Bam!
Jabby with a bucket.
Jabby with a big triple threat. 102-86.
That bucket right there added but one more bitter pill for the Petersburg Cavs to have to swallow, as they had it down to 11 at one time, and now it's back up to to 16. So it varies between 11, 16. It's been as high as 20 in the second half. So the Cavs need a big stop right here as it's getting closer and closer to crunch time.
Felder, Collins goes around the screen. Crossing the 9-minute mark here from Waxhaw. Behind it back to Lewis. And Lewis gets a little 8-footer. 104 to 86. They're 22 points away from the season average. Elijah Moore with a big rebound off the missed shots. Finds Wayman Wright inside. High kiss off the window. Lewis pulls down the rebound. Collins. And it stays right with the DC Heat.
Ball got tapped out by a Cav. And if
Great defense by Deshaun Mormon. Felder backing down Crump. Finds Collins, cross court 3, no. And Wayman Wright gets the rebound, flat-footed rebound for the big man.
And
Mormon's shot is off the mark. Jabby with the rebound. Jabby laying it up over Elijah Moore for 2. 106 to 86, 20-point lead forces a timeout for the Cavs. Will return 106 to 86.
Welcome to Hilton North Raleigh Midtown, where comfort meets convenience. Located just minutes from downtown Raleigh, our hotel offers a perfect blend of style, sophistication, and southern hospitality. Relax in our modern guest rooms, indulge in exceptional dining, or host your next event in our versatile meeting spaces. Whether you're here for business or leisure, our amenities and attentive service ensure a seamless stay. Book your stay today at hilton.com/North Raleigh Midtown of Raleigh in style.
Pivot Physical Therapy, we don't just treat injuries, we transform lives. Our expert therapists are passionate about helping you move beyond with guide you every step of the way. Don't settle for limits. Pivot toward a stronger, healthier you. Visit Pivot and take the first step toward your comeback.
Welcome back to Cuthbertson Middle School Gymnasium, the home of the Cavaliers. Right now, the Petersburg Cavaliers trail the DC Heat by 20 here in the fourth quarter with 7:58 left.
looks like somebody hit him on the left shoulder. Not sure what all that's about.
Long three is an air ball, but Raymond right there at the right time puts it up for two. 106 to 88.
DC Heat look like they haven't even warmed up. I mean, they've just got the Energizer Bunny type mentality. They get the ball across the timeline, and they look to score on every possession downhill.
8 on the shot clock. Felder driving, switches hands, Wayman Wright with a rebound. Ahead to Walter Williams, and Williams misses, gets his own rebound, spins, goes back up, misses, and Collins. Walter Williams looking for a foul as Collins finds Corey Moore just in time for the violation. 13 on the clock. Williams steps up on Moore. Moore beats it to the cup, looking for the foul, no foul, and we have a whistle.
So Corey Moore wanted the foul, but his teammate, number 3, as Elijah, probably one of the better free throw shooters in the league, makes it. But the question is, the Heat player was sticking up
So it's 106-89 Heat with them on defense. Elijah Moore picking up the technical foul. Ryan looking to drive on Jabby. Find Elijah Moore. He'll go around his defender, put up the shot, rattles out. Big rebound for Corey Moore in the offense with 6-12 and counting. Looking, driving, looking for a foul. Got the bucket. Got a little harm, but didn't get the call. 108-89. And Ryan loses it. Heat with numbers. Corey Moore will lay it up.
Corey had a long rest on the bench for most of the fourth quarter, and the coach put him out there, and he's just the Energizer Bunny.
21-point lead. Ryan deep. Is open for the small man. 110-92. 5:17 left. Collins driving. Defense claps, and he collapses right to the bucket.
Zachary Collins adds to his total.
20-point lead.
Another three attempt. Back-to-back threes by the little man.
112-95.
I think we'll start calling him Kyrie Irvin instead of Kyrie Ryan.
Corey Moore looking to give it up. Signals a Jabby, and they collapse the defense, and Raymond Wright off the missed shot by the DC Heat.
With cutting-edge techniques and a personalized approach, we're here to guide you every step of the way. Don't settle for limits. Pivot toward a stronger, healthier you. Visit pivotphysicaltherapy.com today and take the first step toward your comeback.
112-97, 4:17 left, fourth quarter of the Northern Conference Championship from Waxhaw, North Carolina. Petey Doors, Tony Barnett, Jabby inbounds it for the DC Heat. In control since the 10-minute mark in the first half, where they trailed 4-0. Leans over to defend, misses, but with the putback, just like that. Clean a man up, and it'll get you right.
Corey McGee, the cleanup man. He's played limited minutes today, but he's
Contributed to every part he's been out there.
True.
114-97. Corey Moore slows it up with 2:21.
Coach has got Corey out there pretty much as a quarterback, handling business, slowing the game down, picking and choosing.
Whether you're here for business or leisure, our amenities and attentive service ensure a seamless stay. Book your stay today at hilton.com/North Raleigh Midtown and experience the best of Raleigh in style.
Welcome back in with 1:44 left, 114-100. Clock says 150.
25 for Mormon.
Mormon with 25 for the Petersburg Cavaliers. Corey Moore leading the way for the DC Heat. And it's deflected. So Worley will pick it up, and they'll say it wasn't deflected, so it's over and back.
Corey was double teamed, not sure what to do. He sliced it, may have hit a finger, but the referees said otherwise. Corey almost got a steal.
Ryan to Lundy, driving up and under. Nice move by Lundy. Picks up two. 12-point lead with 1:30 left.
Cavs got it down to 12 in the deficit column. That's about the best they've done. I think it was down to 11 at one point.
Lewis gets the foul. With 1:15 left, 114 to 102. Fourteen fouls for the Cavaliers. No, correction. 4 for the DC Heat. 3 for the Cavaliers. Lewis pulls it out with 70 ticks left. And Wright with a foul.
Foul's going to be on Raymond Wright. I've got him down for 2. Played college at Virginia Union up in Richmond. Virginia Union is a Division II school in the CIAA. Probably one of the better Division II conferences in the country. They played their tournament at the Charlotte Bobcats Arena. Lewis makes one and misses one.
Ryan sidesteps, puts up the 3, had a nice look over Felder. Back out. Ryan drive in, nice up and under layup for the small man.
Ryan has had a great game in the second half.
Lundy shots missed, and Wright the follow up.
Wright was right there in the
Right
wailing
spot.
42 seconds left. Clock will stop on all baskets made in the last minute as we have a foul on the play.
Lundy.
So Lundy
39.6. Corey Moore to the line.
I've got Lundy for 3 fouls. He's got 2 more in this wailing seconds. That adds to the total to Corey Moore to 20 at this point. That's unofficial. Kind of picked and choosed his minutes. Long 3, off balance, air ball. Very physical sport.
28 seconds left, 116 to 106. Corey Moore makes the first. The DC Heat will move on to this back-to-back championship.
As Corey adds to his points.
And back-to-back Northern Conference champions. For the second straight year under Coach Will McLaughlin.
And Corey will pretty much dribble this out. A little bit of defense put on them as they want to go out with a little bit of pride.